If I had this question once, I've had it 1,000 times over. I get someone that comes up and says, hey Jared, I want to live in Winter Garden, Florida. What's that like? And then ultimately, my most reflexive and obvious response is, are you considering moving to the north side of Winter Garden or the south? And if you've been unaware until now, Winter Garden has a civil war. There is a north versus south inner struggle that I'm going to tell you all about today. And ultimately, if you have considered making Winter Garden your home, or if you live here now, there's news and lifestyle changes particularly converging on these two very disparate, different types of communities wound up within this one zip code that you need to know about. Today I'm going to talk to you about the distinct differences between North and South Winter Garden. Because there's one thing that I cannot stand all across YouTube and the real estate blogs is there's a ton of misinformation. There's a lot of stories being told about Winter Garden itself, and I'm here to give you the minimally censored truth, which you want to consider if this is potentially a destination for you. And why should you care about my opinion on the situation? I happen to be a real estate expert, sold nearly 4,000 homes in my career, and Winter Garden happens to be the place that I call home myself. So today I'm going to point out 4 distinct, massive differences between the northern side of Winter Garden and the south side of Winter Garden. And if you live in the area now, jump in the comments and let us know what you think about where you are now and your thoughts on the opposite side of this same city. Now, as I press through this update on this area and cover the news as well as the pros and cons, please do the video a favor, drop down to the right, smash the thumbs up so more people can see this video. Let's get started. Now, Winter Garden, Florida is a charming town known for its historic district, lush parks, and proximity to Orlando's bustling attractions, providing a blend of small town charm along with modern convenience. The community boasts a friendly atmosphere, excellent schools, and has a variety of outdoor activities, making it the ideal place for families and individuals seeking a balanced lifestyle. Now, one of the things you may or may not know distinctly about Winter Garden, it is one of the largest zip codes in the Orlando metro area in terms of its sales. Some of the less noted things about this area is that this is a very large zip code, producing some of the highest volume of any zip code in the entire Orlando metro area. So with its popularity, this massive zip code has grown like crazy over the past 10 years. Now let's start with the north side of Winter Garden, and particularly the star of the north is the Plant Street area. The Plant Street area is the heart of this region, known for its beautiful older brick streets and a mix of 100-year-old homes as well as newer custom builds. It's a place where you can truly experience the older downtown lifestyle. As the locals will tell you, everything is just a golf cart ride away. And I may joke, but the area is often referred to as the golf cart district because residents here love to zip around town in their golf carts, enjoying the local shops, restaurants, and vibrant community events. It's a charming and laid-back way of life that many find irresistible. Now, many of us locals plan our evenings to be around Plant Street. At night, it livens up, there's an atmosphere, there's local restaurants, breweries, a small historic theater that often has a show going. Now, just a short bike ride west of the downtown Plant Street area, you'll find Oakland Park set along Lake Apopka. Now, Oakland Park beautifully blends new homes and the historic charm of the area, creating a unique living opportunity. This area is rich with scenic trails, stunning lake views, and just has a feel of a peaceful retreat away from the hustle and bustle. And this area is perfect for those that love nature and enjoy outdoor activities, but yet want to be close enough to ride the golf cart or the bike or take a short walk right to downtown Plant Street anytime they want. Just north of Plant Street, you have more historic homes. And as I mentioned, some of those are blended in with new architecture, new builds that have been put in since some of those older homes have been taken out. But the crown of the historic neighborhood above Plant Street is Lake Apopka. You've got a beautiful park setting, playground area, docks, and more trails to enjoy. And again, all that's just north up the brick streets, and it's a great place to have fun with the kids or go fishing. Now, for those looking for a more upscale living experience, North Winter Garden has some beautiful lake estates at both Johns Lake and Black Lake. And by the way, let's not forget about Winter Garden Village. This is a shopping complex that offers over 80 shops, retail stores, and dining options. It's a major hub for shopping and leisure activities. In the north, it's conveniently located to the entire area by the way of the 429. Now let's head on down to the south half of Winter Garden, where you, my friends, are going to find a completely different vibe. By contrast with some of the historic homes in the north, Hamlin is a newer community that boasts modern amenities beautiful homes, and a bustling town center. And there's more to come. The new shopping build-out at Flamingo Crossing is set to bring even more retail and dining options to the area, making it a major attraction. Now, if the South's more your vibe and you like that fresh look, and you also desire the lake living lifestyle where you have a community or a house itself built right on the lake, you do have two skiable lakes in Lake Hickory Nut and Lake Hancock to choose from. However, these lakes are a little bit smaller than the ones available to the north. So if you're one of those types that likes to jump in the ski boat and open full throttle, you have to take a look for yourself and see if these lakes are gonna be right for you. But the fireworks views of Disney World are unrivaled in this side of Winter Garden. The southern end of Winter Garden wraps right up against Disney property, and this area being much closer, many communities and homes in the south are gonna have great unobstructed views of Disney fireworks. And that just makes for a magical place to live. Now, as we focus on the historic side of Winter Garden, the lake life, the parks, the shopping districts, one of my favorite areas is the rural section of Winter Garden. Now, the section I'm speaking of is at the base of Lake Avalon, all the way down where the Hamlin community starts at New Independence. You have this great low density zoning in the heart of everything. You have a range of custom homes here on 5 to 10 acre tracts of land. And with that, you get a laid back, quieter feel, plenty of room, a lot of grass to cut, and you're still minutes from the mouse. But you have the general conveniences and beauty of Winter Garden, and with this more restrictive zoning, you're gonna have a lot more room to spread out than you do in most of the other areas of the city. In the south side, we also cannot pass on mentioning how much recent new investment there are in the school system here. The area boasts several newly built schools that offer top-notch education, making it an ideal place for families with children. So allow me to summarize the pros and cons of each. And the cons may not be cons, just depends on where you're coming from. In the north, you have bigger lakes, more established neighborhoods. You have the Plant Street, historic downtown area with the farmers market. The north is as close to a city feel as you get in 34787, and it still has good school options, but the facilities are going to be older than the ones in the south. And in my opinion, you have better parks in the north, and of course you have Winter Garden Village. Now, the newest development is in the south. The majority of new construction investment for both commercial and residential is in this area. So you have the continuity and that trendy architectural vibe, which you'll clearly understand if you've never driven down New Independence into the Hamlin shopping area. You have new school investment. You have very easy access to the theme parks, and in many cases, nightly views of the fireworks, and so much more. And it goes without saying that I am like the eHarmony of Winter Garden real estate. So if you are a buyer, I have sellers calling looking to sell their homes in this particular city. And if you're a seller in Winter Garden, I have buyers viewing this channel wanting to buy homes like yours on a regular basis. So if you need help buying or selling a home in Winter Garden, put one of the most experienced local residents of this marketplace to work for you. And do me a favor, jump down in the comments and tell me two things. Number one, what city should I do an update on next? And number two, what do you think about Winter Garden? And if you live here now, what did I leave out that viewers ought to know about? Drop in the comments and tell us now. When an executive style home in an amenity rich community is the order of the day, look no further than 14620 Black Quill Drive. As you arrive, you'll appreciate the freshly painted front exterior, manicured landscape, freshly sealed paver driveway, and beautiful arch windows that Taylor Morrison so thoughtfully built into the front facade of this home. As you pass the front porch and you enter this beautiful home, you are struck by vibrant natural light through second and first floor windows below.